Okay, round 3. We've got the choice again. We'll play first. And no red mana, but we're certainly going to keep this hand. Looks fine to me. So we get turn 2 Highland Game, turn 3 Thousand Winds, or Ruthless Instincts, which so far has played actually pretty well for us. I mean, it took out a rare dragon. It allowed us to punch through a couple extra points of damage for the win. So yes, this is my first time actually playing with it. I've played against it, and it was good. But yeah, played well for us. Not sure how my 5/6 died to your 5/5 earlier. You just had the my 5/6 died to your 5/5 earlier. You just had the better version of my deck. So jelly. Wait, what's this guy talking about? Was that someone else? I feel like, did I snub somebody? I didn't mean to. I don't know what's going on. Did my opponent accidentally message me and he meant to message someone else? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. My brain is in a haze. All right, so I guess we play the Snowhorn Rider first since Thousand Winds isn't going to be flipped up for a while. Some hot Highland game on Highland game action, I see. Well, I'm willing to make the trade. I don't think we've got to bust our Ruthless Instincts here, so we'll swing into that. We'll drop our rider and we'll pass. He obliges the trade, so we both net result gain some life, get some dudes off the board. And we'll pass. All right, so now we do actually need a land draw here. I would settle for a right into being, I guess, since it would at least help us find lands, but we shall see. Oof. Well, that's actually okay. I guess we'll swing into this because I'd rather play a Grizzly on an empty board anyway. And we'll make the trade. That's fine. Sidisi's pet. He got the better end of that trade, but we don't have a red mana. Still have plenty of big dudes coming up. And now we have Alpine Grizzly with Savage Punch, so seems pretty good to me. Playing against another Sultai deck and another Morph, which we're just going to hope it's not a Ruthless Ripper. All right, so we'll get in for our 6 points of damage. We did, in fact, miss a couple turns of land draws, which is a problem, but he's off of Morph, which is nice, and we have a 4/2 that he has to deal with at the moment. Alternatively, I could have just swung into that, but he wouldn't have blocked, so the Ruthless Instincts I don't think would have paid off as well. I guess we can offer the trade here. That seems fine. And he doesn't want to trade, which is interesting. All right. Well, let's play a long shot squad, and then we'll pass. Two cards left in our opponent's hand. Surveyor bouncing the long shot squad? Okay. It's actually okay. Getting in for 4. Which is still okay. One card left in our opponent's hand. Typhoid Rats. Well, that's a little bit more problematic. I guess we play long shot squad and pass now. No cards left in our opponent's hand, though. Still getting pretty aggressive at that Surveyor. Which is probably fine. So, as of now, our game plan is Outlast plus Wetland Sandbar. Temur Charm cannot currently play you, so yeah, we're going to go Outlast, we'll go Wetland Sandbar, and we'll pass. Still quite a ways away from successfully morphing and unmorphing our 1,000 wins, so it might just end up we're playing him as a Mahamoti Jin, which seems fine in this matchup. Surveyor gets in again. Secret plans with no morph. All right, well, certainly don't mind that. Guess we're going to get aggressive again here. Do we have a 5th land now? So it seems like a good opportunity to cast Ruthless Instinct. So I think we're just going to swing with the team here. See how he blocks. Whatever the Typhoid Rats blocks, I think we're just going to Ruthless Instincts to get the extra damage through. Guess I can save my long shot squad. His last card is nothing. I'm going to go for saving my guy here. So change the plans off of not trampling here. It was a bit of a risky play, to be honest. But, I mean, if he'd had like a bouncer or removal there, we would have been in pretty rough shape. But I would say that, even though I changed my plans last second by not trampling over the Typhoid Rats, I still think that panned out pretty good since we have our 4/4 reach. We got rid of 2 guys off his board. We did lose our Grizzly, and he's going to... He just sees a grip full of insane creatures. That's funny. Well, I would presume he's going to take 1,000 wins since I can't even cast a Tarka till I find both a red mana and another land. But yeah, that makes sense. We're still in pretty awesome shape here, though. He's just keeping it back. I guess to trade with the sandbar. Is that his plan? Well, I'm not going to allow that to happen. So let's go for the win here. And we got it. Okay. So that panned out well for us. Did have some red lands coming eventually. Opponent is just sort of a, I guess, mediocre looking Sultai. Like, I never really expect to see Whirlwind Adept in Sultai. Secret plans. He did have some morphs, though. He had at least 2. So pretty good start for us. Do I want to do Rite of Undoing? I've sideboarded into it like every time. Do I want to do it this time? I guess he has the Hexproof guy, which makes it slightly worse. But usually if your opponent's like a Delve deck, which Sultai typically is, bounce effects become much better, especially if they try to, you know, value one out really fast. We're on the draw. Our opponent could have bounce effects still that we're currently unaware of, or removal. I've been bringing Rite of Undoing. Maybe just Rite of Undoing is better. I don't know. But I'm going to cut the Become Immense for the Rite of Undoing again. I like Become Immense, but I like incremental growth in this matchup, I think, more. But we'll find out. We shall find out. All 3 color. Actually, not all 3 colors. No blue mana. I still kind of want to keep this hand, but we have 8 sources of blue. Cloudform's practically a dead card in this hand, but Embodiment would be bad. I guess, how many draws do we have that are actually good? We have 8 blue sources. That's a good draw. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creature draws, so there's probably enough to make this hand work. I'm mostly keeping it because it's a good distribution, but there's a pretty strong argument to mull this hand. 2 double blue spells with no blue sources in hand. I could definitely see a good argument to mull it. The reason I'm not, like I said, good distribution, and we actually have quite a few draws that benefit this hand. Like, I think that's one of the major questions when you're pondering your hand is how many draws do you have that benefit? And we have quite a few. There's one. Now we're going to get to right into being to possibly find our second blue mana. No green yet from our opponent. Let's see if he plays a morph. He does indeed. So we're going to manifest. Ooh, why don't we... Well, this is interesting. No, I think we do this first. Let's deck thin because we don't really need lands at this point. So I play Windswept Heath, deck thin, get our forest. Now I write into being. Find our second blue. Well, we did find it, so we'll manifest this one. Guess we have to take an untapped land here. Well, I think it's still okay. It's a bit awkward taking land, especially since we're 18 lands and possibly getting flooded. But next turn, Cloud Form into Surveyor gives us a nice little fleet, which seems good. And who knows? I could flip something bonkers off my Cloud Form, like a Alpine Grizzly would be, you know, a bare bones nice one, but 1,000 Winds, Snowhorn Rider, a Tarka. I want to live that dream. A Tarka flip with Cloud Form. That would be pretty awesome. Typhoid Rats for my Cloud Form. I think that might actually be okay. I'm going to take one instead. I guess I want to protect myself from his morph for a couple turns. I guess one turn. Well, there's our second blue mana as expected. Let's drop the Cloud Form. And we'll swing in with... I should have actually swung in with my manifest first, but that's okay. Alright, didn't need that, so that's not a problem. Swing into his morph. Can't exactly think what he could flip for less than 5 that I'm worried about. I'm not keeping my manifest back because I'm not going to block. That's a fair trade for me. And it was an Ice Feather Raven? I question his decision on that. I mean, I appreciate his decision on that, but I question it. So now if he plays a fatty, I guess I can just Surveyor, bounce it for a little bit of tempo value. Otherwise, I can just play Surveyor. He also can bounce our creature with his Surveyor and we lose Cloud Form. And we only get a land out of it, which is kind of poor for us, actually. That makes Surveyor play for him quite good. But if he plays a Surveyor, I think I play my Surveyor just as a 3/3. And that way I can swing into his dude. He definitely wants to swing here. I don't know why he's not swinging. That seems strange. Right. I think we might be playing Surveyor as just a 3/3. Three flyer for 5, not bad. We've got a Savage Punch too, so I don't see why not. He's got his own Surveyor in his deck, so still not swinging with the... I don't get it. So I could play Mahamoti Jin. I probably do. I can't think of an instance where I'd want to unmorph. Ooh, crippling chill that. He's gonna... I think he's gonna have a little bit of regret for that one. He definitely should have been swinging with his Typhoid Rats. That doesn't make sense. It's weird that he was aggressive with it early and then suddenly changed his mind about it. I don't quite get that. Yeah, we're just going to cast Mahamoti Jin here. Now we've got Savage Punch up too. Just got a fleet he has to deal with. He's off of green mana, which is benefiting us quite greatly at the moment. Ideal draws? Well, I would say our Tarka would be a nice way to finish off our fleet, right? Now he swings with the rats. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay. Guess it doesn't matter. So now we'll swing for 7. Looks like he's got Will the Naga. All right. I can Savage Punch using my Manifest because I've got the 5 power guy. So if he has something that I can kill, lets me crack in next turn for 4, which is quite good. Yeah, like I could kill Battle Brawler. I don't think I need to, though. I don't see any reason to do that. Not in any immediate danger of getting outraced by a Battle Brawler. Morph, I'm a little more tempted to. I think I actually do want to do that one. Ooh, Alpine Grizzly as well. Well, could be a Flock, which would also. I'm going to save my Savage Punch. The problem with, well, I guess if I Savage Punch, he unmorphs. I still get to swing in and he can't block. So which means I take him to 10. Yeah, I guess there's enough upside there. Because then I'm still playing a, yeah, I'm still playing a Alpine Grizzly as well. So we'll see what it is. It was a Teamer Charger, so that paying out well for us. We get in for 4. Play a Grizzly and pass. So now he's dead next turn to Flyers. Has been off green mana the whole game. And we got the victory. Okay, so we ended up going 2-1, which is certainly satisfactory. Like I said, match 1 opponent had a great deck. That was a close match regardless. So I really do think we could have gotten the victory there had we drawn just a little bit better. I think we could have gotten them. 1 round 2 and 3. The decks were slightly less good, but they were still pretty good. I liked our deck. Like I said, I don't get to play Teamer very often, so this was satisfying. Really goes to show you that Wetland Sandbar, all the 2-drop creatures are just so much more important than they were in the past. So overall, fun deck. I think it was quite good. It played well for us. Powerful effects in here, powerful rares. So fun to play. We did pretty good. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.